What's up guys, it's Rai here, and today I'm bringing you another Blue Exorcist episode review, so let's get right into it. So apparently Mamushi was the traitor all along, and at the beginning of the episode we saw how she was leading the professor to the old Myoda sect's whereabouts, and to her it seemed that she thought that she was doing the right thing by helping him, because she thought that the Myoda sect was corrupt, and yeah, she thought she was doing the right thing, but ultimately obviously she wasn't. By helping this man she wasn't at all, but she was strict, so she was a traitor, but at the same time she's still kinda innocent. Can't really blame her. So on the last episode we got to see a little of the badass himself, the Exorcist himself, Shiro Fujimoto. Go Shiro! And how he was trying to steal the Koma sword. And on this week's episode we got to see the rest of the flashback, and ultimately at the first attempt he failed because he was fighting a demon and he got really injured from fighting that demon. And obviously at the time he wasn't the strongest exorcist yet. He was still a beginner. Well, not a beginner, he was a senior first class exorcist. So he was still an exorcist, but he wasn't the badass we got to see in episode 1 and 2 of Blue Exorcist, the first season. We all know the badass Shiro. So yeah, that's why he got injured and stuff like that. So he failed to steal the Koma sword at first. And even though he tried to steal the Koma sword, the object that Bond's father and their people worshipped the most, they still treated his wounds and helped him recover. At the time when they brought Shiro to their temple and healed him, Bond's father and their people were struggling with a side effect from demon-like poison, and they didn't know what to do. All they did was praying and stuff like that, but obviously if all you do is pray, sometimes it just won't cut it. But luckily for them, Shiro knew how to cure the poison side effect thing there, and immediately started working on curing it. Because yeah, he's still a decent guy, he's a really good guy. So Shiro helped them out immediately. But at the end, Shiro still got chased down because Bond's father, his people anyway, thought that Shiro was a bad guy. But Bond's father thought otherwise. He thought Shiro was a good guy. And ultimately he helped him escape, and not only that, he also gave him the Koma sword, because he knew that there wasn't anything special about this sword. Because their legend, their history, they thought that there was a ancient demon called Karura lying in the sword, but Bond told Shiro that he once took the sword out and nothing happened. So he was aware that the sword was empty, that there's nothing in it. So he just handed the sword over and told Shiro how to escape. Since then, they became friends. So the Impure King got revived because they brought both of the eyes together to where he lied, and he got revived. And sadly we get to learn, we find out that that was part of the professor's plan to lure Bond's father out and kill him to steal his familiar, Karura, and he succeeded in doing both of them. So he's a human, but he forced down a demon down his throat. So he overpowered a demon with his will alone. So I'm guessing he's gonna be a very tough opponent that they will have to fight later on. And that's why Bond's father wrote the letter he did towards Rin, asking him to fight and protect his people, because he thought if Rin was anything like Shiro, he would help them out of the goodness of his heart. And we all know Rin's gonna help. I mean, he is the son of Satan. He's just a really good guy, so he will obviously help them out. But yeah guys, that's all I have for this one. If you enjoyed it, if you could leave a like, that would be very, very awesome. Comment down below your thoughts, let me know what you think about it. And if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that would be awesome as well. Yeah guys, bye.